Hello, and welcome back to Jenna Gets Creative. Today, we're doing the 5th installment of my No Box Art Box Challenge series. This is the challenge where you pick a past art supply subscription box, or any other genre of subscription box, you do you, and try to recreate the experience with stuff you already own. And if you participate and you want to share what you did with me, feel free, drop a link in the comments down below, tag me on social media wherever you posted it, use the hashtag NoBoxArtBox, all one word, and let's have fun. It's the No Box Art Box. What's in the No Box Art Box? Well, this month we are replicating the SketchBox Premium box from July 2017. If you are unfamiliar with the No Box Art Box Challenge, step 1, pick a past box, any subscription box, as long as it's one that already went out. Doesn't even matter if it's one you got or one you didn't get. Step 2, match the supplies in the box as close as you can using what you already own. Step number 3, do the challenge. If you're doing a box like, say, Scrawler Box, where it does have an actual prompt challenge, then you are going to have to do that challenge. If you're doing something like today, we're doing a sketch box, it doesn't have a prompt or theme, your challenge is simply to make some artwork using just the supplies you have picked out. So the July 2017 Premium sketch box came with the Staedtler Triplus Fineliner 10 set. That is some fineliner pens in different colors. Custom aluminum pocket scale. That was like one of those, triangular shaped rulers. The source I was looking at said first look. That's probably what they used to say when it was a new product. I don't think that's part of the name. Derwent Precision 0.7mm pencil. So that's a 0.7mm mechanical pencil, 2x Derwent Pro Color pencils, and on the blog I was looking at to get this information, that person received burnt yellow ochre and distant green. I am not sure if everybody got those two colors or if it was a random selection, but we're gonna go with that because that's what I saw. And Sakura Micron 0.45mm pen. This is a fineliner black ink pen. It probably said 05 on the side because usually the actual nib size is 0.05mm smaller than the cap size, the 01, 02, whatever. That's what was in the box, so this is what I have to replicate. If you're doing this challenge, you don't have to do this exact box. Go and pick any box. This is the one I'm doing this month. So, for that Staedtler Triplus Fineliner set, I actually own that. If you were to do this box and you don't own these, just go get the closest you can find to fineliner pens. See, they're just little Japanese style fineline nibs. Does it say what size they are? I don't think it says on this. It might say, probably says on the case they originally came in. Custom aluminum pocket scale, as I said, I don't have one of those triangular shaped ones, so I'm just going to use your basic geometry set 6-inch ruler. Derwent Precision 0.7 pencil. I could pull out an old school mechanical pencil. I don't really want to. I'm going to use a Staedtler HB pencil, and I'm gonna use my Tobow Mono eraser because this is not a good white eraser. It's just gonna smudge things, so substituting. Instead of the Derwent Pro Color pencils, because I don't actually own any of the Pro Color, I have matched as close as I can based on color swatches I found for those. I'm using PrismaColor Parrot Green instead of distant green, and I'm using Goldenrod instead of burnt yellow ochre. And finally, for that Sakura Micron, I'm just going to use a Sakura Micron, and this, of course, is the 05 because that nib size is 0.45mm. For some reason, with the fact that we've got a ruler and the original piece was called Precision, the word precision really stuck in my mind, and I wanted to do a piece themed around precision. How many times can I use the same word in a single sentence? One of the first things I think of when I think of precision is classical ballet. And if you've been around here for any length of time, you probably know that I enjoy drawing dancers. So that's what I did. Please excuse the fact that we're jumping straight to the end of the sketching process. My big head was in the way. I was pleasantly surprised to find that the Goldenrod pencil made a very good skin tone, and I thought that making this dancer's hair and shoes match would be cute. The green pencil turned out more teal than I expected, but I'm certainly not mad about it. I love the combination with the skin tone, and it makes me think this girl is probably pretty fun to be around. I figured since this piece was an interesting mix of supplies, letting all the sketch lines show through would be a cool effect, so I let the messiness of the sketch lines clash with the clean precision of the dancer's pose, and I didn't worry too much about making the colored pencil sections very finished. Well, that, and I think if I really worked the pencil parts to a burnished, completely finished state, it would be too saturated and take away from the parts I did using the Fineliners. I used the Fineliners to line the sections that were done in colored pencil, and then filled in the design of the dancer's outfit using the Pointillism technique. I like how it makes the dancer's outfit look sparkly, and how filling in the blue and green sections of the tutu with the green pencil after really toned those pieces down and made them appear more matte than the pink sections. I tried to make sure I used all 10 colors, and I think I succeeded. The black was only used on her eyelashes, the brown was only used to line the skin, and the dark green was only used to line the hair and shoes. The other 7 colors were all used in her outfit, and the micron was used to mark off the sections of the tutu before coloring, and to sign the piece at the end. Of course, the pencil and eraser were used for the sketching process. Is that it? Did I use everything? It's hard to keep track sometimes. Hey, look up here in the corner! Me, on Facecam again! I'm interrupting because, although I challenge absolutely everybody to do the NoBox Artbox Challenge if you want to do it, and, by the way, use the hashtag NoBoxArtbox, all one word, wherever you want to post it so I can see it, I am specifically going to challenge 7 of my favorite art YouTubers. I'm going to tweet at them when I release this video to let them know that they are challenged. Hopefully at least one of them will do it. I challenge Draw With Jazza, Draw With Waffles, Chloe Rose Art, Kasey Golden, Baylee Jae, Monique Renee, and SuperRaeDizzle. So, let's see what you guys do with it. Since the box I'm replicating didn't come with any sort of surface, then by NoBox Artbox rules, that means I got to use whatever I wanted. The paper I'm using is a random leftover A5 sheet from a previous Scrawler box. Whenever I don't use up the paper from my subscription boxes, I just put it in the same drawer as my pre-cut watercolor paper and use it whenever it becomes convenient. According to the light labeling I did on the back side of this sheet, this is my remaining Canaletto Liscia 125 GSM paper. This is an Italian-made paper that's acid-free and 20% cotton. In my experience so far, it's definitely a good dry media and crafting paper. At 125 GSM, it definitely isn't a mixed media or wet media surface, but it handles colored pencil well and didn't mind the fineliner ink I used in this piece. I'm not sure if this is the Canaletto paper we got most recently from Scrawlerbox or if it's older. I know I received Canaletto from Scrawlerbox twice, and it was different weights each time. Most recently it was sent out with paint markers, and it certainly didn't hold up to that nearly as well. But I'm rambling now. You're probably not here for my random thoughts on random sheets of paper from my collection. By the way, if you're new here, please do subscribe and ring the bell for notifications. I upload every Tuesday and Thursday at minimum, and I have bonus videos some weeks. I've got a bonus coming out this week, actually, since it's YTAC upload time this Friday and Saturday. But I've also had 2 other bonus videos this month. Did you catch them? I talked about the history of July 1st, Canada Day, on Canada Day, and why the holiday is a little different here in Newfoundland. Then on the 14th, I reviewed the new Ohuhu brush markers, so if you missed either of those, definitely go check those out. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit the like button and leave a comment down below. I love reading your comments, and I do reply to everyone. Have you tried the NoBox Artbox Challenge yet? Comment down below if you have and let me know where to find your work. Use the hashtag NoBoxArtbox, all one word, when you share it on social media so I can find it. And if there's a past box out there that you'd really like to see me tackle, feel free to also leave requests down below, and I'll see what I can do. I'm still trying my best to do this challenge series at least once a month, and I never really know until I sit down to write the cards I switch out on the prop box which past box I'm going to do. Usually that means when I batch film my intros, I'm filming an intro for NoBox Artbox, and I don't even know what I'm doing yet. But anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on Friday with my YTAC Phobias piece. Bye.